So, from the picture you can see that in the back of the van is Claire's Ducati, and if I come around here a little, on the back of the trailer is the little Z650, and we are off on a road trip to Spain. We're going to meet up with the guys that I rode out with last year, if you've seen the Aprilia video I did. And if you want to check them out, please go on Facebook and look for Circle of Friends. We're nearly 3,000 members now. I am kind of the organizer for Southwest France region, so if you're coming down here at any time, please get in touch. We've got a long way to go. Tomorrow morning we're leaving bright and early, and we are driving from here to Marbella with 2 intermediate stops. We don't want to flog ourselves getting all the way down there in one hit. So what you'll do is catch me on the road tomorrow as I drive the van and Claire takes the car with her mum and our little dog. So I'll see you on the road tomorrow. So this is today's route. It's 6.5 hours to Hotel Barú in a place called Sagunto. And you can see that I have wrapped the bike ready for its travels. So good morning, and we are off. See you on the motorway. Excuse the lousy angle of the camera. Anyway, we're just crossing from France into Spain as the Pyrenees come down to the Med. It's the old border post. Used to queue for hours there. And here we are in Spain. So we're at the first service station in Spain, about 30 kilometers from Girona, and it is 20 degrees, the sun is shining and the birds are cheeping. What I've done is I wrapped the bike in pallet wrap because we've got 14 hours on the road, and I'm just wondering what was going to get thrown up there, muck-wise, stones and whatever. And so far we've done 130 odd kilometres and it's holding up quite well. And someone just tried to get me to pull over at the side of the road, you know, gesticulating in the trailer saying there's something wrong, there's something wrong. And it's a well-known scam along this part of the road, unfortunately. I know people that it's happened to. Even though I know it's a scam, it's still disconcerting when someone says, oh, you've got a problem, you've got a problem. So, because we're in convoy, I just went past Claire, got her to check the car. She said, no, there's absolutely nothing wrong. The guy that was trying to get me to pull over realised that we were in convoy, saw me on the phone, although it's hands-free, officer, and immediately pulled off onto the hard shoulder to get out of the way because he thought I was going to film him. Now, if I'm unfortunate enough to have this happen again, I'll try and get it on film for you. Cleared Barcelona without further incident. Be very careful not to get myself boxed in the heavy traffic, always leaving myself room to move forward or to get into another lane after that experience we just had. Anyway, we've got a few hours to go, have a bit of motorway, and I'll see you at the hotel. Well, good morning. Welcome to the Hotel Barú. I would have done a bit of filming last night, but it was quite late when we got here, certainly dark anyway. So I've put in a couple of pictures of the hotel. I highly recommend it, very nice. And the reason we chose it is because it's dog friendly. It's got a private secure car park, and it had the facilities we needed for Claire's mum. So let's talk about the trailer and the bike. So the bike, as you know from last year's video, is the Z650 that I brought from Copart, and the trailer I brought a couple of weeks ago specifically for this trip, but actually it's one of these trailers that's kind of multi-purpose. So you buy the chassis, and then you can buy the bed, and you can buy the rails, and then you can buy the sides to make it into a fully boxed trailer. So I brought it with the rails and the bed. I also got this gadget, security device, so it stops people stealing the trailer when it's off the car, because there's a metal plate here that goes and blocks off the tow hitch, and it also works when it's on the vehicle. Again, you close it and then it's impossible to lift it off. Today we've got an easy journey. It's 4 hours to our next destination. I shall insert a picture of the map now. A slightly different route to the way we usually go. We're bypassing Alicante completely. If anything interesting happens en route, I'll be sure to try and capture it on film. Otherwise, I'll see you when we get there. Well, in actual fact, the next hotel was nothing really to write home about, just your standard box on a commercial area near the centre of town, but very good, had the facilities we wanted, accepted dogs, and it had a secure underground car park, which was no problem at all to get in and out of with the van and trailer. So that was in the centre of Almeria, and it was called the Circuitel Grand Fama. So let's press on and head towards Marbella. Oh, made it here intact, kept it nice and clean. Show you the view. And we've rented one of those little houses there on the left, just where that Fiat's driving up. And that's the bike's unloaded, put in the garage, a trailer, all various bits and pieces I brought with me, tools and whatever, in case I need anything. That's it, they're all nice and secure in here.
Vamos a ir a un bar que se llama Nacional 340, que está en Torre Guadiaro. Bueno, allí, españoles, allí.
You want to join me in the middle? Okay.
If you're riding in the Costa del Sol, you almost certainly have to ride down this notorious A7 dual carriageway. It runs more or less from Fuengirola all along the resorts of Mijas, Calahonda, around Marbella, and onto Estepona and towards Gibraltar. Now, as it serves all of these resorts and is sandwiched between them and the coast, it's extremely busy with every type of vehicle you can imagine. Mopeds, buses, delivery vans, bewildered tourists and HGVs. Its official speed limit is 80 kilometers an hour, which is about 50 miles an hour, but in my experience it tends to run closer to 100 kilometers an hour. So what is particularly dangerous are the frequent on and off ramps along the road and the very limited length of the slip roads. They're more or less non-existent, so what I want to do is just show you quickly a couple of examples of this. So here on the right you can see an SUV and an HGV waiting to join the main carriageway, and there is a stop sign there, so they have to come to a full stop and then launch into the main line of traffic. Again on the right we're coming up to a bus stop. Now they're very long bendy buses, and the bus stop is just big enough for them to pull in and then pull straight out again with absolutely no slip road whatsoever. Then finally we've got a petrol station. Look at the very short slip road to get into the petrol station, and what you have to be careful of here is when you're filling up your bike is people coming in at full speed and not slowing down. Well, that's the bad points about riding on this road. to be fair, once you get used to it, it's not so daunting. Everyone knows how to drive it. There's very little impatience from the locals as you dare to enter a main carriageway if you're a little bit hesitant. There's not much road rage if you get your timing wrong and pull out a bit close to the oncoming traffic. I think really the key is here to be cool about everything. If you are concerned, just stay in a left-hand lane, keep pace with the vehicle in front and let people come on and off the road to your right-hand side. Anyway, let's enjoy the ride out.
Ahora cuánto la detengo. ¿Y tú qué pasa? Que me quiere detener para probar.
So let's talk about the bikes we brought with us. We were hoping that Claire was going to get her tested before Christmas, but unfortunately there are no slots until the spring. So we brought her Ducati. I brought the Z650 because I wanted a bike that was relatively lightweight and that had good range. I'm very tempted to have brought the Harley, really would have enjoyed it around here, but I was concerned about the weight on the trailer and also the fuel capacity for going out into the country on these longer rides. So after a couple of alcohol-free beers at Bar Moteo, we are now heading back in one hit to Mijas, and I'll see you there for another alcohol-free and a bit of tapas.